Hello, friends.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Deep Stash Knitting Podcast. I'm Jenna.
I'm Corey.
And we're here to talk to you about our knitting.
Wait, I'm the crazy cat lady.
Crazy cat lady, Knit and Jenna, whatever. You can find us here on YouTube, or we have a Ravelry group that I don't do a good job moderating, but maybe that will change.
Maybe. We'll look to change it for sure after the summer. It's busy. It's busy. What can you say?
Yeah.
You got kids and stuff?
Yeah.
Where am I?
We're in St. Louis.
I was thinking on Ravelry.
Corhay.
Corhay.
I'm
who are you?
Knit and Jenna.
Knit and Jenna.
I don't think there's a period in that one. Maybe the period's in my Instagram name. Jenna Knits, Knit and Jenna. Just look that up, and if you see my face.
Next time we'll write it down.
I'll put it in the notes. But it's been a while. We're on episode, this is 24. You have affectionately called it Back in the Saddle.
Back in the Saddle. Sorry, it was just, it's just crazy, okay? We're in St. Louis, so between ducking the tornadoes and running down to the basement.
Oh my gosh.
Because of the tornadoes.
Waking people up from naps.
Right.
Waking up my husband who was working overnights. I was like, you got to come down to the basement.
I know.
Like, what? I was like, I was watching it develop outside. Like, heard the sirens and everything, and I was
It came right through. It came right
by us. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the tornado siren went off, and so I said, let me turn on the TV.
Yeah.
And they said, tornado confirmed in Wildwood. And I'm like, run down to where I live.
Yeah.
So then I had to grab the cat. I didn't have to worry about the other one. Whenever she's scared, that's where she runs.
Goes, yeah.
But I was like,
thankfully our basement was finished.
Oh, yes.
It was finished. We just passed inspection on Friday. So that was good. But on that day, they had just finished like the day before. So we went downstairs and we were hanging out. But I had to wake up Sarah and I had to wake up Jordan. And he was like, wait, why are you waking me up? I'm like,
because it's
like black outside and the trees are sideways from the wind.
So for those of you that are not in the Midwest area where we get these tornadoes regularly, it's a little unusual for us to be getting the tornadoes still at this point. It's usually March, April.
We just had another one earlier this week.
Yeah, we just had another one
a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. I was watching outside and I was like,
this
doesn't look the same. We're going to stay upstairs.
The one just the other week, that was the one that's like 2 miles away. It actually hit 2 miles away.
Yeah.
But I was like, usually we just like look to see, okay. But this time I was like, I got to go to the basement.
We got to go downstairs, yeah.
And then I didn't plan well. It's freezing in the basement with the air conditioning.
Well, why don't you have blankets down there, don't you?
I know, but the cats weren't cooperating.
Oh, well.
They were on high alert. They were like, high alert.
Poor babies. Okay, so things that have happened here. We also had the Midwest Fiber Festival that happened at the end of April, and we all went.
It was such a good time.
My girls had the best time. I don't know if you've ever done a Fiber Festival with
little people.
Like my older daughter's 4.5. My younger daughter just turned 2 on Friday.
But let's be clear. That was her second Fiber Festival.
Yes. Molly's been, I think they've both been twice. Because we took Sarah. That might be Sarah's third. Didn't we take her the first year? Didn't I wear her? And she was like, no, she wasn't born yet.
You did.
She was born in June.
You took her, and she was a little person, a wee little person.
It was the yarn crawl. That's what I took.
Oh, yes.
Was the yarn crawl right after she was born.
So, yeah, it was
These are Fiber children.
And let me tell you, I don't know, it was just, if I had one thing that I would change about the Fiber Festival, I would probably just, I don't know, I think we needed a better place to sit and meet, because I kept seeing friends in passing that I don't get to see. It would have been nice just to like sit and talk
a little bit more like hangout space.
Yeah, a little more hangout space.
But the market was super good.
Super good.
And I didn't even buy that. I only bought a little bit of yarn. But Sarah.
Look at that. Isn't that fabulous?
Grabbed this little guy up.
First out, we walked into the Fiber Festival and we went to the left. In the first booth, right there,
Bernard
she saw that and went, and she grabbed it and hugged it.
I tried to switch her out for something smaller. She was not having it. But it was Bernard Family Farms. They're over in Bonnie, Illinois. We went there for the Christmas on the farm last December.
Is that where you went? That's even better. That
And so they have alpaca ornaments from there. But like, look at her little fur. Like, it's like actual.
It is so
It's
soft.
so soft. Sarah loves it. She still carries it around. She sleeps with it. So I had to.
I love it.
Steal it. Their girls are with my mom today for a little while, and then we got them. These are like 3D printed. They look like knitted alpacas. They've lost ears because my children think they're toys. Look. And so they were playing with them, like putting them down the slide. All kinds
So those
of stuff.
are interesting. Those are 3D printed.
I think so.
That's cool.
But they've seen better days. But we got that. What else? My girls got.
I just love.
I
him.
love him. I think he's so darling. The sexy knitter. Her name is Sarah.
Yes.
Too. But she had these like color your own bags, and so I got one for each girl. This is Sarah's.
Molly
This
stays
is
in the
Molly's.
line really well,
Yep.
doesn't she?
And she gives it to him with a. Oh, there you go. See the bag with
Those are cool.
a pack of permanent markers. Oh, just in case. But it was fun because the girls did it while we were there, and these can just be, little whatever.
They'll be their first little project
bags.
bags when we turn them into knitters.
Yeah, I think Molly's interested. She's interested in learning. She just doesn't quite have the dexterity. But Sarah from the Sexy Knitter said if you wanted to redo them, you could use rubbing alcohol to get it off.
Oh, to get them off.
Yeah, but it's like a vinyl.
That's cool.
So they were excited about those. They're dinosaurs. They were cute. Yeah. What else we got a kit from these folks, the 316 Dye Studio people. And she has it where you do eco printing with dried flowers.
You got the scarf, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the bandana. What did you do, the socks?
I did the socks.
So she had bandanas, socks, all kinds of stuff. We have a cute little kit.
So I'm going to try to see if I can. This is actually a gift for someone, so I don't want to undo the seal. Okay, so in my kit, it's socks.
Yeah.
So you see, just plain wool knitted socks.
Hopefully
They have
fit.
instructions in here, and then she has the flowers,
The dried flowers.
freeze-dried flowers
Some in here, yeah.
that you put on the socks. And there's instructions, and you dye the socks with the flowers.
But I wish I would have taken a picture of her. See, mine's just a bandana.
I should have. You know what?
I might have a picture somewhere.
I didn't even think about that.
But
So wait, mine are a gift for a non-knitter, but she's a
crafter.
Yeah, and she's into flowers and all that good stuff.
It was so cute. So I'll probably have Molly do this at some point this summer. And then the gal said that with her instructions, you can like pick your own flowers or whatever and do it yourself on other things like t-shirts or whatever.
That's why I got it, because my friend is all into the gardening. So knowing her, she'll probably strategically plant the flowers.
Yeah. What'd she say?
Season.
Marigolds are good ones. And then I think she had some other things in there.
Knit and Bloom Eco Printing Kit.
By 316 Dye Studio. They're out of Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, you know what? Here's their little doodad.
Yep, do it. Cha-chink. Get it.
Do the.
So that, and then
That was really, really cool.
that was cool.
That was something
She had
very,
a video
very
rolling in her booth of how they did that.
I mean, when you go to a fiber festival, well, I've never been to the one with the animals. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to pet the animals.
Okay.
I need my alpacas.
You went. I went when I lived in Kentucky a ton of years ago, and it was like outside, and they had sheep shearing and alpacas, and you could.
They had
see
all that good stuff.
They did, and then they had the booths in a big barn.
Hold a moment. I'm out of tea.
And then
I don't know why we needed to do it in dark either.
Hello, don't we look more radiant now? The only yarn I bought was this, and it is from the Dressau Family Farm in Lonsdale, Minnesota. And I bought 3 skeins of this fingering weight. She does yarn and fiber from their own sheep on their farm. And she dyes it all with plants and forage materials. And this she dyed with avocado exhaust. And I don't know what that means, but it's like kind of this peachy pinky color. And I don't know why I was super drawn to it, but here's what I'm going to
they
do.
dye with avocado, it always turns out to be this kind of color. Mm-hmm. And I guess you'd think of avocado is green,
yeah.
but no, it always turns out to be that kind of color.
So I have this, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And then I thought to myself, this is the silliest little jacket, and I wear it all the time because it's like the perfect lightweight, right? It's just a little like zip up hoodie. I don't love the hood part. I don't like that. And we've talked about this. It's 3/4 length. So my thought is I could knit myself something to take this one's place. Because this one, it feels...
Just a lightweight little sweater?
Yeah. I bought this years and years ago. Check and stripe. I don't even know where.
If you do a sweater, would you even do buttons, or would you do one of the sweaters that don't have buttons?
I would probably do buttons. Or maybe a zipper. Oh, I'm scared of that.
Oh, you can do a zipper. Zippers are easy.
I'm scared of a zipper.
I've learned how to do zippers now.
Okay, well, I'm coming over.
You knit them in.
Knit them in. Mm-hmm. Bless our hearts.
Yeah. But did you tell them you have on your tall stuff?
No, I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
But this, I'm going to make myself, because this is like the same color. This is a little bit pinkier,
you like that?
I guess. I don't know this, but I love this because it goes with so many things.
It goes with everything.
But it's also like, it's seen better days, and it feels kind of young. Like, when I wear it, it feels young compared to what I am.
You dress like somebody's mama?
Well, I am somebody's mama.
You are somebody's mama.
I'm trying real hard.
But you don't have to dress like it.
No, but I also don't need to dress like
But don't you love it?
child.
Don't you just love it when you have something and it just feels so good every time you put it on?
I love that jacket, and it's like the perfect weight. And it has little pockets. I don't think I'll knit pockets into it, but this is fingering weight, and I've got 400 yards times 3, 1,200 yards. Mm-hmm. So I figured it'd just be not cropped, but it won't be
Take
super
it all
long.
the way down to the
It'll be
waistband.
comfortable. I'm going to model it after this in terms of fit minus the hood.
Okay. That's good. Now, when are you going to start on that? We're going to have to. What happened? You're going to have to bring over your butcher paper of plans.
I have a picture of my butcher paper because I didn't want to take it off the wall, but I did. I was like, "Ooh, okay, maybe I could." Yeah, I brought it. I have my.
I'm not making any more plans because I don't do a good job of keeping.
Yeah. Well, I've got some check marks. I could put a few more on there, but okay. Now this one, she got some yarn. Let her tell you. Let her tell you about her inspired yarn.
Oh, well, that's gone. Oh, no.
That's now.
That's now. Washington University.
Oh, wow.
Midwest Weavers Conference. Let's go ahead and tell the people about it before we forget.
Started today, June 8th,
Started today.
at WashU here in St. Louis. Ooh, lower.
We have not had any alcohol.
No, it's only new. This is coffee.
This is coffee and iced tea driven. That is so funny. That's interesting.
I am sleep deprived, but that's
I am too. I stayed up way too late. Midwest Weavers Conference.
Came and got in bed with me and kept me up all night.
Wasn't that nice though? Just snuggle.
No.
Let me tell you, my baby came and got on next to me. It was early this morning, about 4 o'clock. Came and got next to me for me to hold him, and so I was holding him. We talking about Tipton Bouvier, little boo kitty. I was holding him, and I was rubbing him, and I guess I must have fell back to sleep. Do you know what he did? He bit me.
Hey, wake up! I need my belly rubbed.
I got so mad at him, and then I heard my husband say, "Tell him, Tippy, come on over here." That's what he bit me.
I know. Listen, my little girl Sarah got in bed with me at 12:30 last night, and rolled around like a tornado till about 4:30 because she would like roll over and she'd take like a 20-30 minute nap. Then she'd wake up and roll back over. I'm like, what is going on? Like, and she kept like, at one point she's climbing on top of me and wants to lay on me. And this child, she's 2. She's big. She's big.
It's so wonderful. Okay,
Listen,
so let me tell you.
I'm distance away from that.
I don't know. We're gonna do the straight. We were straight randoming. Okay.
No, we're telling you about what we bought at the Midwest Fiber Fest.
That's straight random because I bought straight random. I'm trying to even figure out where is this from.
This was from the people who do the whirlies or whatever.
They do these whirlies, and your mom got caught up in it too. Okay, your mom got caught up in it too.
It's not squiggle. It's not whirl. What is it?
Okay, so
no.
they came in. This lady came in with the most beautiful selection of wool for rug making and all of that good stuff. Well, they had. I should have taken a picture of that. They had these eggs, and they had little twirly things like quilling.
Quillies.
Is
That's
that
what it's called. Thank you. I was like, I know.
And then I'm a sucker for a kit. So she had it in the kit.
You and my
and
mama.
So we're gonna, and then you do these little quilly things, and you stick them on here, and then you fill them in with beads and all kinds of fabulousness. And I'm a sucker in.
So she's gonna make this thing. You and my mama, because it ain't gonna be me. I barely got time to knit. I don't have time to be making no quillies.
I'm gonna do that.
I know. Maybe that will get your mojo back.
I don't know. I like having kits where I have everything I need to do the thing.
Yeah.
But she had just the wall of wool that you could buy to, I guess, make what your worms. Isn't that what they're called?
Yeah.
In
Well, that's what those little things are. They're
You make
worms,
the worms.
technically. That's a big one.
Yeah, you make the worms and you use it for your rug hooking, which the rug hooking people were there too, doing a demonstration, and they got me all hooked on that now.
Are you gonna give it a go?
I think, but you know what? First, I'm gonna clean my upstairs closets, switch them over, clean my craft room, so that I can get all of this yarn out from all over my house and get it back into the yarn room.
We'll reorganize. I know mine has spilled over into my closet. It lives in my cabinet or my closet. My closet has turned
stressing
into
me out.
a wild place.
It's stressing me out.
Yeah. I feel you.
You need to encourage me to take care of it.
Okay.
Because I'm bequeathing it to you. It's going to be your problem if I don't get it knitted up or handled.
Where are you? You're not going anywhere. Stop that.
You never know.
Stop that.
When the Lord
She's not
calls me
going
to come home, I'm
He
going
is
to
not
go
calling
to
you
the
anytime
great
soon.
yarn shop in the sky.
No, he is not calling you anytime soon.
Okay, so these are some type of widgets, something. I don't know. I don't know what they are. But she had a bunch of them.
Well,
And Jimmy and I have a plan.
Yeah, they're going to make these
Wool trees.
wool Christmas trees.
And this is going to be the base. And when I showed it to Jimmy, she was like, "Oh yes."
My mom ran over there and got some too.
So
Now they ready.
Didn't the lights just flicker?
That's okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're doing great.
So yeah.
Okay, so that's your stray random. Now tell us about all that yarn.
I don't know what that one's doing.
She's got some yarn.
Okay, so you came in, you turned, and went to the left, and right on the right side was the Bernard, was it Family
Bernard
Farm?
Family Farm.
And if you went straight, you ran into the Leading Men Fiber Arts.
They had a big old corner booth.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Gotta love the men of Leading Men Fiber Arts. You really do.
I think that's our next trip.
You think we should go over there?
I think we go up to Illinois.
field trip?
And we stay, like we find us a little Airbnb with like a nice little...
They're in driving distance, right?
I know. Hey, listen. From someone who is sleep deprived because people keep getting in my bed. An overnight trip somewhere where I sleep alone in a bed where no one wakes me up. It's such a beautiful
Are you
thought.
really willing to do that? Because if you really are, we need to go to Kansas City.
Okay, we can do that
great
too.
barbecue.
Yep.
And there are a few yarn shops.
Yeah,
we can
for
hit.
sure.
We should do that. Okay, your mom's not gonna go for it. She's got to come with us.
Oh, no,
you
she'll
have to
come.
leave him with the.
Yeah, they have a dad. I'm married to him.
Oh, I got this from the wool people too. What is it? Yeah, I don't know. Silk ribbon.
You said you're going to use it for bookmarks for your Bible.
I was gonna make Bible bookmarks.
She's still in her Bible mode.
I'm still Bibling. I'm Bibling to the end of the year.
Yeah.
I still haven't started on the New Testament, people.
That's all right. Well,
I mean the Old Testament.
say,
I'm
you did the
still
New
trying to
Testament.
understand Revelation. I'm stuck. I've been reading Revelation for a month now.
I don't know
I'm
why
about
you even
halfway
went
through.
there. I don't even
I
know
know.
why you
I had a
went
whole
there.
argument with my sister. She told me that you're supposed to read and understand Revelation, but then every time I call her to ask her her understanding of it, she's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay,
no.
okay,
No.
God, okay. You know what? I have an older sister for a reason. She keeps me in prayer.
Hey, there you
You're
go.
like, oh, God bless her. Help me. Bless her and help me.
Bless our hearts.
But Lindemann Fiber Arts, they had these bins or troughs or whatever that were like 50% off. They had great sale yarn. I think your mom got caught
got
up
in there.
in
Oh,
it
for
too.
sure she
I think
did.
she dived down into it too.
She did. I didn't bring her haul.
I dove down into
Yeah.
it. And I don't know, what is this called? Oink Oink. It's so appropriate.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oink
That's a pretty
Oink.
pink. That's their fingering weight base? Yeah.
Yes. It's their fingering weight, 75.25. And then while I was there, this was not on sale, but I thought
I like that color.
that would go well with Oink Oink.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then-
then have our friend.
Let me tell you something. I said something to them, and I know it's probably I just wasn't paying attention, but last time I saw them, which I believe was at YarnCom, I had said something about needing a dark, moody blue. Oh, they had it. They had the dark, moody blue. I don't know if you can see when I say moody, it's kind of tonal and.
They do a good job with tonals.
I just don't have any use for this right now. I just want this. I made
It's
a couple
for
of pair
an
of
on
socks.
display.
Yeah, I made a couple of pair of socks in a dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
But this is called Dames at Sea.
Yeah.
I got 2 of these just because
What are you going to do with one?
I'm right. It's just such a pretty dark, moody blue. I'm sure I will make some pair of socks. I mean, it goes from like a black almost. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Scrumptious. I love tonals.
I know. Tonals and self-striping. Bring it on, girl.
So then we went around the way, looked at everything, and it was a wonderful, very large selection of vendors with all different types of yarns.
If I was in the market for more yarn, I would have been in a better spot.
Correct.
But I wasn't. I was looking for just like one unique thing. So, because, hello, Deep Stash. We're trying to knit the stash.
But let me tell you,
But you found something really great to add to the stash, so show us.
I did. And Debbie texted me the night before because she volunteered,
Yeah.
and she said, there's a vendor here with self-striping
Oh,
socks.
so she got you.
Yeah, she knew. And so I went over there. And the funny thing is someone else came up to me while I was there saying, Corey,
Was it
there's
Joan?
somebody, it might have been Joan.
Hey,
They said
Joan.
there's self-striping sock.
And Melba and Riola.
Oh, I know. We saw them on our way in.
Yes, I
No,
know.
we were so excited. We were so excited. We were like,
I know. We were outside just talking, and we
And then we get in, and it was like,
thing.
did you bring the gifts, the giveaway? And you were like, I forgot. I was
In
standing there
my
talking to
bag,
her.
I had Melba's giveaway prize. We talked to them for at least 10 minutes.
I mean, we were just so, I don't know.
Tell us about everything. We even talked about the beekeeper because Riola was there.
I know, and Riola had on that Leslie Friend vest.
friend, yeah,
Gorgeous.
Hello Friend, yes.
Hello Friend. Gorgeous.
I know.
She did a beautiful job.
Yes.
Well, then of course I'm sure it does not hurt that Riola has a model body, okay? And she was just wearing, I was like, I'm going to go home and knit mine now.
I know. We talked about that. But yes, so we get inside and I was like,
We were
so
like,
you ran outside to try and catch them,
I know.
but they had already left, so me and the girls took a ride.
we were like schoolgirls. I guess it was just so exciting to see your friends that you don't see. I mean, in the knitting community, we're all one big community, but you tend to be over here a little bit more, over here a little bit more, and I haven't been to the guild in a while, so
I haven't been out.
Right.
This is my trip to the knitting wild out here, and so I don't see people out in the wild, especially if I'm not going to yarn stores to buy anything.
You know what we should do? We should have a retreat where we just rent a ballroom and just come and knit all day.
Well,
We should see if we
look,
can.
I'm gonna put it on here.
Just come and knit,
I'll work on it in my free time.
That might be interesting.
It would be really fun.
We'll have a just come and knit.
Yeah.
And see everybody, because we were just so excited to see everyone.
I know.
Okay.
It was nice.
So I went over there.
What's the name of this person?
This name is Hingston Handmade. Okay, at hingstonhandmade.com, and it is.
Here, look at her cute little label. And look, you could get her. Go
And
on.
I just don't even know what to tell you. I just could not stop myself. This is called Autumn Stroll, and it's got some stellina in it. I've never even really knit with stellina, but my sister gonna get some Autumn Stroll socks.
You got those.
And she
These are
gonna like 'em.
Derby Day. These are cute.
Aren't those cute?
Yeah. They're 80/20 merino.
This
nylon.
is called, and this is the Matchy Matchy, and that's
Yeah,
Matchy
Matchy.
Matchy. And this is called Timberwolf
Ooh.
Matchy Matchy.
I like that. I like those colors.
I tell you.
Ooh, this looks like spring.
Jitterbug. Oh, that's funny.
I like
Matchy Matchy Jitterbug Fingering. It's merino wool and nylon, and it's called Untamed.
Yes, that feels untamed. I like that too. And then who's this?
This is a Mountain Roots. Is this one on Sturdy Sock? This is called Mountain Roots. I think I bought this because I like the pink with the purple with the green.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting.
That's going to be a
I
fun
may
stripe.
keep this
You
for myself.
That's going to be a fun stripe.
As a matter of fact, this may actually end up being, I don't know. Let's see. It might be a sock
A
head.
sock head? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can pull it off.
I think so.
So, I had to stop myself there. She had all the stuff. Because I am a sucker for a self-striping sock. What can I say?
Well, it's just fun because it keeps your interest. And like, that is a skill set for a dyer to have, to be able to make repeating self-stripe or stripes like that in
I
their
agree.
yarn. Like, that's a whole different skill
I
set.
agree. And usually they do run around $36 to $38, and I think that is too little for the fact
For the
that
amount
you
of
made
work.
those stripes match up. I'm like, how do they do that? I would
Yeah.
pay so much more just because you took the time to make those stripes match up for me. And I just think it's so fun.
That's why I think that's why mustache is so fun.
Yeah. You know I'm a sucker for
I
mustache.
know. Well, there's another gal, that Turtle Pearl gal, who I like her yarns, except she's Canadian, so it's hard to get it here, like shipping wise. But I like
we
her
got
yarn.
tariffs on that yet? Okay.
Current climate.
Wait a second.
No comment.
Wait a second. We're not going to get into the political.
No comment. No comment. No comment. Anyway, finished object alert. Here's my Tulsa tee that I love. Out of
It's
my,
gorgeous.
what was this? This was my
It
Araucania.
drapes so well. Is
Oh
there
my
bamboo
gosh.
in there?
Sugar cane.
Sugar cane.
Okay, whenever I
it's
blocked
drapey.
it felt super weird, but once it dried, it was fine.
It's very drapey.
I love it. It fits great. The length is good. I might, in fact, if I'm going to knit another one, which I think I will, I might go down a size because it's got,
Because it drapes.
Yeah,
And so
we've
you
got
get some
some
drape
room.
out of it. Yeah.
and I have bamboo yarn for it. What was I going to do? Yeah, I think that's
It's gorgeous. I love. Did you alternate at all? Because it looks tonal. I love the tonal look to
I
it.
don't remember if I did.
It's got a good. You know how yarn has that. You know how in the skein it has the tonal thing.
I did not
this
alternate.
has in the tonal once knitted up.
I didn't alternate.
It's gorgeous.
It worked out nice. There's no weird stripes or anything. Like it kind of fades.
It's just
you know?
tonal.
Yeah. Yeah, but I love it. I love it.
It's great. I love it.
This was a stash.
Deep stash.
Like at least 10 years old stash.
Good for
Yeah.
you. Okay,
And I have one
you need a
skein.
prize for that. We should start. You know what? We should start. You know what? Okay, from
I'm gonna give
now,
myself prizes.
from now into our next podcast, we want you to post. We want you to post over in the Ravelry group what you're working on. Okay,
I'll make
and
a
tell
thread.
us how old that yarn is. Tell us how deep is that stash. Okay. And we're gonna pull some people from there and give away some prizes. We're gonna see how deep can we get. We're going in the deep end.
I love it. Other things I finished, I did some squares on my blanket. Oop, I'll show you this side. That's
You can show us the
the finished
Thank
side.
you.
But I did this whole row, 6 plus one more 7.
Oh, you've been working. So you found the correct needle.
I bought one. I went to Seven Sisters down there one day and just picked up one, and it says it's a Knit Pro Zing, which
You like that?
I like the tips. I like the weight of this needle. The join is not as smooth as a Chaogu. But
It's
since
anything.
no, it's not.
anything.
But
as
since
smooth
it's
as a
just for
Chaogu.
this, like, it's fine. And like really, once you get going, the squares are so small. You're not really on the
You're
join
not on
for
the
that
join
long. Yeah.
So what size needle did you do it on?
This is a 2.5 millimeters, so a US 1.5. That was why it was so tricky for me to find. And honestly, I don't know that I started it on this size needle. I probably started it on a 1 or a 2. Not the correct thing that the pattern calls for.
You know, but that's interesting because when it comes down to needles, I mean, everybody has their needle preference. But tell me, who has as smooth a join, as sturdy of a needle,
Wow.
and that wonderful cord that has no memory?
That's the thing. So this joint is pretty good. This is a Dreams, maybe Knit and or whatever that is. Knitter's Pride Dreams. Their joint's pretty good on these little bamboo things or wood, whatever that is. But that's the only thing I didn't like. But everything else about them is fine. And the price point was like, I think these were like maybe $6.
Okay, good price point.
Yeah, for just like this little quick hits, my little dopamine hits that I needed. So I wanted to do, I guess, one more row. What was that? Is that 5? That's 5 by 6. I was gonna do one more row before I really put it away for a while.
Why were you going to put it away? Have you run out of it?
No, I haven't run out. I got a whole.
Why would you not keep
I got a whole bag full of
Why
stuff.
would you not keep it up? Keep working.
Because I got other.
Oh, okay.
You know, but this was such a fun, like, talk about feeling accomplished. Like, you finish a square, you're like, I'm so good at this. I'm such a great knitter. I do another one, I'm like, ooh, yeah. Let me just tie that in. I am so good at knitting. That's exactly. Like, you just do one little square, you're like, oh, gosh, I'm so good at this. And other things are not bringing you joy, you're like, yeah, let me just go do a square. You can do a square in like 45 minutes.
I'm still
if you're
ripping
going
on
slow.
mine. I just don't
You
even
got to
wanna talk
undo
about
yours.
it. I just don't want to talk about it. My whole life is just, you know. Where is my cat? I don't know.
I don't see him.
Christopher?
Oh, nope, that ain't him. Uh-oh.
Christopher? Can you come find your cat?
He'll turn up. Oh, other finished object. This is not mine.
You went to the cat?
The cat. He was outside, but he disappeared. Can you
Oh,
come
no, there he
find him?
is. There he is. We just couldn't see him.
Oh, is he ready to come in?
No, he's still laying on his towel.
Did
I think
you
he
ask
was just
him-
right
Did
there
you ask
behind
him
them.
if he was ready to come in? Just ask him.
You ready to come in?
He's out there talking about
Oh,
something.
he is. Okay, so my mom.
I don't know. Let's give her a round of applause.
Look at her.
God,
She
she
finished
did it
4 socks. She
at a
was not-
time.
And look, They match.
She did 4
Y'all.
socks at a time.
They
She was not
match.
playing.
Look at that. This is, I think, Mary Maxim. Bless you. Mary Maxim, some sort of sparkle something.
She did 4 at a time. She was, you should have seen her. She was working on it. She was just going very slow. She didn't want to mess up anything. She had yarn coming, yarn ball
Oh
here,
my
yarn
gosh,
ball.
did
She had
she?
it like east, north, west.
No,
She had her, she
here's
was
how
just
she
yarn
put it up.
balls.
She put these 4
That was your idea.
stitch markers on there, and she ran it through there.
Because
To-
the
or
yarn
maybe
balls
she had
were,
closed the
yeah, the yarn
bag.
balls were giving her,
Yeah, she had closed the bag with those, so she had one of each coming up through her bag. Oh, this is a rip.
yes.
Notorious.
I know, notorious bad. Because it
yeah.
was driving her nuts.
It was,
And, then,
'cause they were going all over the
we were
place.
over there, and she says, "This has got to be a better way." And I think you told her put the stitch markers and run
She
it
did
through
this because she thermal socks. Mm-hmm. But it's like a waffle knit pattern. She's so funny, but I'm so
there. Look at her;
impressed.
she's so organized.
Oh.
She put her little needles all back in their little things and put them back in there.
Yep, and she Kitchenered all her toes. She was so proud.
She did a
Look.
good job.
Look how cute they are.
And look at her; she knit it right down to the nub.
Oh yeah.
She just got very little
I'm
left,
about to-
just enough to maybe stick it in a.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
stick it
even
in
know.
my blanket.
I wonder, yeah, you
Mom, can I have your yarn ball?
and put a square in the blanket?
Girl, I will.
They are gorgeous.
So she has Christmas socks, 2 pairs. She's so funny.
She has to be feeling accomplished.
Oh, my gosh.
Once you got through with 2 pair of socks, 4 socks at a time, now she can open herself up to.
Well, she
other
has her
things.
Halloween socks still going too, so I don't.
Yeah, she did great.
What else? I don't think. Oh, I finished. I put buttons on that sweater. I sent it to my sister-in-law. Oh, let me show you. They sent me a picture of that baby. Maybe I saved it.
Is that baby cute?
He is Julian. He is, I guess, almost 2 months old.
I like that name.
Julian. He's a little baby doll. Okay, here's the sweater, not on the baby. With the buttons. I did bear buttons. I was going to put bear ears on the hat, but I didn't.
That's cute.
Let's see if I
Where
can.
do they live?
San Diego. So it's cool.
I was getting ready to say, so it's probably still cool there.
Let's see.
For some reason, it's hot up in Northern California.
Oh, here he is. Look.
Oh,
Look how sweet. Sweet,
Aw.
baby. It fits. I'm just so impressed it fits.
I like them.
Yeah.
They put it on the baby and sent a
Right
picture.
away. I was like, girl, you have just, if you want more,
I'll
just
get
say
you
the
in
word.
there. Yeah.
So I'm knitting another one for my other friend, Stephanie, who she just had her baby on Tuesday. She was supposed to go in for a scheduled C-section on the 13th in 4 days, but blood pressure did weird stuff, so. She had her baby on Tuesday, a little boy named Parker. He was like 9 pounds. Do they not play? I know. I'm like, I'm doing a bigger size. It looks small, but Dad is a Michigan State fan, so I'm using Broco Vintage in like this green and white. I think it's
Okay.
cute. Oh, look how,
No.
where'd it go? Oh, right there, where I split that green stitch. It looks like it's dropping down. Look how weird. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, it is doing something weird.
Mm-hmm. Probably because I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
I'm just gonna
All
cut
you
it.
gotta do is cut that green and make
Yeah.
it go away.
But look at this. Isn't that funny? That weird little stitch. Maybe I'll just leave it for fun. Anyway. So that. What else am I working on?
I ate that Subway. That makes you thirsty.
Ooh, that's salty. Okay. Oh, look what I did. Look, actually, not look what I did. Look at my child. So I broke one of these needles on my trip to Birmingham. So I'm knitting these socks. I got this one to a place where I thought I was ready for a heel. Went and started the second one. Turned the heel. Got my decreases done on my gusset. And then Sarah went over the edge of the couch onto my knitting, and I'm down to 3. I don't think I still have it. No, I do. I do still have it. Look at this. Sister.
What size needle is it?
1. They're 1s. 2.25. So,
You got
I
some
need-
stray random ones? I'm sure
I do. I'm sure I do.
I probably have some wooden stray random
I
ones.
do. I have more somewhere, but I haven't dug them out yet. So these guys are on hold. These are just 64 stitch. Plain old top down vanilla socks. And this is like Marathon. Wisdom Yarns Marathon sock. They're supposed to look like that. And they do. They do. It's cute. But yeah. So these guys are at a standstill.
See, and another reason why I don't use double points. Too much. There's too many things to keep up with.
Well, I was in a double point mood, so I'm using
I
them.
know you
I'm a mood
way
hitter.
back double point people. Y'all like those.
Did I talk about this before?
I don't know, but it's pretty. Did you?
I think
what
I
are we
did.
Doing with this? What
I
are we
don't
doing
know.
with
I'm going
this?
to do a sweater, I think, for me.
When are we doing this sweater? Because I'm excited about this one.
I know. This is that Drunken Sheep Yard
Yeah,
when
I'm
I got
excited
from
about
Louisiana. I
this.
think I told y'all about this last time.
What do you think you might make?
Sweater.
That right there is exciting.
Oh, I got all kinds of exciting stuff. This is my problem.
That is
I
exciting.
bought it because I couldn't remember. Okay, that was that. What else? Oh, what's this? Oh, did I tell you I finished my beekeeper hat? Did
I
I
don't
talk
know.
about this?
I just love this bag.
You did such a good job on that bag.
I guess I like it because it's squishy and it's soft.
My friend Corey made me this bag.
It's like the pajama of bags or
It
something.
is. Okay. That's Malabrigo. What
Did
else?
you put your bee on it?
No, I have to do that. Oh, I think these are my Christmas socks. I think they're ready for toes now.
Girl, you're moving along. Put that at the top of the stack.
So yeah, Christmas socks
Put that at the top of the stack.
ready for
You are ready
toe.
for toes.
Well, I was hoping to get my
Well,
other
no,
sock
wait.
there.
Sweaters at the top of
Yeah,
the stack.
baby
You gotta
sweater,
get baby sweater,
then
then
toes,
that,
then
and then
those.
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 At least you got a plan.
Girl, I got all kinds of plans. Oh, we need to do this. I think this could be a Mojo resurgence. Is to cut these.
Oh, yeah. Did we get it long enough yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's long. That's gonna be a sock.
Mm-hmm.
2 socks.
What are we going to do for the toes?
I have this orange.
Uh-huh. Okay. That looks like that's picking that color up real
I think
good.
that'll go really good together.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so that's a Mojo inducer, but I got to get brave enough to cut it. She's over here like, I'll cut it.
Oh,
I'm over here going, with
You're
my
the
cute-
queen. You're the queen of pickups.
I can pick up
pick up and
stitches.
fix.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing gonna happen.
Oh, you think that? Okay. Oh, I made this shawl 1,000 years ago, and I wore it to that wedding I went to, and then I get it out of my bag when I got there, and look, I had a hole that I had to like loop up real quick. I haven't fixed it yet, but I have yarn. I just used some yarn I had with me to fix it so I could wear the shawl to the wedding because I needed something for my shoulders. But look at this. It's like this big ass hole. This is like some Pima cotton. I made this shawl 1,000 years ago.
This is very pretty.
I love this. Is there errors in there? Probably. Do I know where they are?
Right.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I have to
Right.
fix that hole.
Now the question is, do you have yarn to fix that hole?
I do.
Or are you gonna?
I have
to?
this yarn somewhere in my. I saw it the other day when I was going through stuff.
Oh, okay, good.
And then my orange shawl scarf. Also, I popped a stitch, but I couldn't find it to bring it today because I was going to show you that I got to fix that.
But you know what?
I got all kinds of shit.
I feel so good for you because the basement is finished. Do you realize how much that's going to expand your space?
I know.
You get to get all that baby stuff out of your living room.
What's this?
So you'll be able to find your yarn and go through
Okay.
things. Okay, let's
Here's-
talk about this.
I know. Sister Girl, I'm back to the place where I need to put markers in. This is the Wool and Honey Sweater by Andrea Mowry. This is Malabrigo sock yarn in the ochre colorway. I love this pattern. It's been really fun.
Has it?
It has until I went to part 2 of the yoke and like I could not read and do what it said to do. No, I had to rip this out 3 separate times back to this spot.
Why? Was it?
The first time, it's because I didn't read the instructions. And I did a couple rows just following along when I wasn't supposed to.
Okay.
The second time, I read the instructions wrong. And I put my markers in the wrong place. Because, like, it goes down to where you're doing you drop out every third honeycomb, third or fourth, I don't remember which one. I have to look at the things. I'm like, okay, I could do that. So I put markers in thinking I did it right. No, because the grand total of this is divisible by 3 and by 4. And so it worked until I reread the instructions again for like the next part of the row, and it was like, do this. And I was like, no, that's not, no. So I had to rip it back again. And then I was like, let me finish these baby
I
sweaters.
just wondered, when you do your dropping out of whatever, does the pattern maker tell you how many stitches you're supposed to have left?
Yeah. She did. She did. That's how I knew I was off. Because I was looking at the stitch count.
Because I get mad if you don't tell me what I'm supposed to have left.
I was looking at my stitch count, and I was looking at, because that's what I did. I got to the increase round both times, and it was like, do this. And I was like, I'm not doing it that many times.
But tell me something. Have you ever had where you've worked with a pattern, and for whatever reason, you mess it up, you can't get it right, and then you go forget it, and you put it in timeout, and then you come back sometime later, and you read or you do whatever, and it just goes perfectly.
Oh my gosh.
And then you sit there and wonder, well, now what was my problem before?
I'm gonna chalk it up to sleep deprivation. And I think the other thing is I wanted to finish this too, so I was working on this a lot more. Okay, here's what it is. Here's my next toasted tea. Is these, or maybe I'm gonna make the Thea tank.
Nope. Nope. You can't have that. No. You need to do something else with that.
No,
Because it's too close to this.
it don't matter, girl.
Okay. You're so funny. I guess you're
That's
right.
why I'm gonna make a tank. I'm gonna make the
Wait a
Thea
second.
tank.
I guess you're right. Because I only have about 10 white t-shirts.
Girl.
And about 5 pair of these khaki pants.
So that's the thing. I just bought myself some linen pants. I bought like 4 different pairs. I have like a mauve colored. I have like a bright yellow. I have.
Did you buy this online or did you go to a store?
Oh, I bought them at Old Navy, and I have like a khaki color. Like
Really?
this.
Oh, did they have some good? Did they have some?
They
good?
did, and I bought some really cute dresses too.
Oh, so you got your summer wardrobe all together.
Kind of.
You gonna put them overalls down?
I have donated the overalls. My sad little corduroy overall with no buttons. Oh yeah, no, I'm like, okay.
Don't you just love a friend? I was like, you gonna put that down?
I know. I saw a picture on my phone the last time I wore them. I was like, girl, what were you thinking? I wasn't.
Because you are somebody's mama now.
I am. I'm not pregnant, so.
My husband, he is so funny. You know how back in the day when they used to have your mom come in and they would read a story or do cookies or whatever and have mom day. And he said that when he was in school, people would have their moms come in and their moms would come. His mom came one day and he said, his mom was a working mom. So his mom stopped by. She had on her little pantsuit with her little scarf tied and her little heels and had her hair up in her bun. He's like, my mom was cute. He's like, Johnny's mom came in some type of house dress.
Like, who invited her? Did she not know she was coming out in public?
But I just think it's so cute that as a little boy, he was so proud to have his pretty mom come. And then he was like, ooh.
What happened to
Johnny's
her?
mom.
Yeah. Oh, girl.
So you are somebody's mama.
I know.
You can't be showing up and picking them up from school and that, right?
I try.
Okay.
I try. Okay, last thing I want to tell you about my terrible plans, which you're going to get a kick out of this because you keep trying to steal this yarn, and it's probably for a good reason that you keep trying to steal it. So
I just love seeing all your little plans. Okay, let's put the little thing
move
to the
it.
side. I want to see
Here,
these plans.
we'll put this back in here.
It's our mascot still.
I know. I brought a whole tote.
I know you
I got a whole tote over here. I just was piling stuff in. I'm like, we're gonna figure it out.
Jordan doesn't watch this, does he? Because we keep telling Jordan how we deep stash knitting.
No, this is all deep stash. I've only brought in a few things this year.
Because I know whenever I'm over your house and I say, "Oh, but we're using our yarn," I hear a little from the kitchen.
Okay, so this was supposed to be that flax sweater, right? And this is the yarn Corey's obsessed with.
I'm obsessed with
And
this
I
yarn.
went on
I need to
TikTok
just go ahead
Live
and
like
figure
a
out
month
what I'm
ago.
gonna make this be.
2 months ago, maybe. And I was on there talking to the ladies, and we decided that this is not going to be this sweater. I'm going to use this as my main color in that Kentra sweater from Rebecca Clow. You know who I'm talking about. Craybear. She released the Kentra sweater back in whenever, February. And I got this for Christmas because I'm going to use this to do the color work in the Kentra sweater. And this gonna be my main color.
How deep is his color work? Because this here looks good. This here seems like that might be too warm.
No, it's gonna work.
Is it?
It's gonna work. So there's all the colors.
Okay, show me this Kentra sweater.
And here's this main color. I think it's gonna go great.
Okay.
Cause I was like, well, maybe I'll buy yarn, and I'm
You
like,
don't need to
don't buy
buy
any more
anything.
yarn, Jenna.
Interesting pen.
Oh, I love those pens. They write so nice. Okay, Kentra sweater.
I'm
You
excited.
know.
I forgot I was gonna make bookmarks. I gotta iron this out, and now I gotta. But I think I know exactly. I'm gonna make happy people book, happy Facebook. You need some bookmarks for your Bible.
Oh, stop that. No, girl. I don't need no bookmarks. I got bookmarks I'm not even using.
Okay, but I thought you was gonna say I got Bibles. I don't.
This, her Kentra. You know.
How many colors is in that?
So she's written here. Let me show the people. I'll
Show,
take
yeah,
you.
show the people.
These people know what I'm talking about. Okay, Kentra sweater by Rebecca Clow. She has it written for she's got it written for a whole Advent.
Okay,
You
but
can do a whole Advent.
it's DK.
Yeah,
you
or
want a
fingering.
double?
No, or fingering.
Okay, so you're gonna do fingering.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the fingering
So
size.
so literally, you really only need one of these packs.
No, girl, I'm doing both.
No,
Yes.
listen, listen, Linda, listen.
No, Linda is not listening.
Listen, Linda, you only need one.
Yeah.
Linda, you're not listening.
Linda is not listening.
I wonder where that little boy is now. That was years ago. I wonder where he is now.
So she does. She wrote.
Oh,
she has it
okay, wait.
written-
She does some interesting. Oh, okay.
Girl,
Ooh.
she is not messing around. Look,
Oh.
she's got charts for up to 24 colors.
I can't think that much.
That's why I'm
I
not
was
going
going to
to
join
think.
in with you on something, but I don't. I'm not going to buy that.
You don't have to buy. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it. You have yarn for this. You have. Don't you have an Advent?
I've never bought an Advent.
Oh, look what this person did. They did it all. They did the whole.
Is that
sweater.
the pencil sweater?
Yeah, they did the whole sweater in the.
But I
color.
do have. Oh, that Claudia's Addiction. I got a lot of that
That would be a good one for this.
in mini skeins. Well, half skein.
Yeah.
I bet if I pulled all that out, I could do
Look
something
at
with
hers. I
that.
like hers.
I like hers too.
Look at that. I don't know this girl, but she. Gosh, Ravelry, why you got to do us like that? So anyway, I'm gonna use that to knit
Okay.
that, and I'm gonna knit it. I'm gonna do it in order. They
Okay.
have it.
When you gonna start that?
Yep. Uh huh.
Will you let me know when you start, and I'll deep stash. I'll dig into it, and I'm sure I got some Claudia's Addiction
You did. You have lots of
in
Claudias.
several colors that would finally make that cohesive. I may need to go to Leading Men Fiber Art to get
Girl, that's what
the
that blue is
main
for.
color.
You about to knit yourself a sweater. Because that's the thing with enough little guys, you won't need a ton of main color. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So those are my plans.
I'm gonna get a big bag and put all my Claudia's Addiction in it.
I
and we'll
don't know
work it
why you
out.
haven't started that.
Because my yarn room is just a mess.
We're going to go investigate the yarn room after this.
Okay. And then what you gonna do? You're gonna devote a day. You're gonna bring the girls over,
Sure.
and let them. We can make them run from one room to the other.
I'll say, Molly is actually a very good little sorter. She's like, okay, she'll sort all kinds of stuff.
Who are you telling? Let me tell you about Molly. You don't even have to say it to her, but if you put some crayons in front of her when she goes to put them up, she puts them in Roy G. Biv order.
Yeah.
And I looked and I said something
She
to
doesn't
Jordan,
know Roy
and I
G. Biv.
said,
She just knows the order.
right. I said, Jordan, how does she know? And he's like, she does it every time. And I'm like, does she even know what that is? He's like, she does it every time. Because like we were putting them up and I put them in the wrong order, and she.
My sister loves a rainbow. She loves a rainbow. She's so funny.
I'm shocked she didn't go for the rainbow alpaca.
She was really intrigued by the weaving. Like they had
She
the
was.
Weaver's Guild
Oh
set up there,
yes,
and
we forgot to tell him that. She was weaving.
She was weaving on one of those looms, and she thought it was super cool to like put it through. And I was like, I guess I could probably find you a little loom.
We could go to the weaving thing next Saturday.
I'm not going to be here next Saturday.
Where you gonna be?
We're going to Cincinnati to see family.
Whose family?
My husband's.
I was going to say. I was like, when's your family move
My
up to Cincinnati?
family did not move to Cincinnati.
Wait a second. There's yarn shop. No, there's a lot of.
There probably is.
So what family is this?
Both his mom and his dad are from Cincinnati, like northern Kentucky area.
So he going to see?
We're going to see aunts and uncles and cousins.
We taking the whole family?
Everybody going.
Are we driving?
Yeah, we're driving. We're leaving on Thursday.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah. So too bad we can't go to the Weavers thing, but
you could go.
But I was impressed with how I was impressed with how Sarah was having her moment, and Molly was just kind of looking at her like,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, she was like, I don't
She's
really
like, that
wanna.
wasn't for me.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I brought them, but I have, the thing Molly picked out at Sexy Knitter was this, it's a bracelet with frozen stitch markers on it. It's a stitch marker bracelet, and she thinks it's super cool. I don't know what I did.
Because she's
with
really into Frozen right now.
it. Really into Frozen.
She read the book to me.
And we've watched Frozen 2 several times. She's into the music. Has started requesting the instrumental versions so that she can sing.
it. Yes, she sang it for me.
That, and then like sometimes she's like, "Can we just listen to the music with no words?" Which means she wants the scores from the movie, and like the names of them and stuff. So like, there's one called Wind, and in the second Frozen, the wind is like doing this thing, and she's like, "Wait, Mom, is this the part where Gale comes in and does this and that and scoops up Olaf in like a tornado?" And I'm like, "Sure, yeah, okay." And then she'll like the other ones too. She's like real into the scores.
Just so. I wonder, maybe she's gonna be a musician.
I hope so. I wish I could play music, but the girl loves to sing.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That's cool.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I like how she just let her have her moment. You know how sometimes siblings can be like, the younger one's getting too much attention. I need some more. No, she was standing back like,
She's like,
let
that's
her
for you.
have her thing.
Yeah. I was just impressed she didn't go through and pick out something. You know what I mean? Like she wanted other things from the day, and it was very interesting to watch her compared to Sarah, who was like, Sarah at one point had this under her arm.
She was so happy when she got, and she was carrying a bag.
Carrying my knitting bag on the other arm like this.
You have to put the picture in.
And she's just trucking down the aisles like that. I was like, oh my God.
And she was so happy all day long, and every booth that she went to, somebody commented on her alpaca. You know, you'll have to put the picture in. It was something. But like I said, isn't it interesting to see how the whole personalities develop and how Molly was like, okay, sister.
Oh yeah,
go with your rainbow alpaca.
That's exactly right. She was like, "That's for you. I'm good over here." Let's see. I know. Oh,
It was
here we go.
it was a very, very, very good festival.
Yeah, this is sister walking down. Hold on. Let's see if we can zoom it in. She got her sweater on.
I
She got her
know.
alpaca. And she was like, bye, Mom.
They were dressed perfectly with their sweaters,
Well, I
their
grabbed them
coordinating
Yeah.
sweaters. Everybody commented on that.
Yeah, this is her at the Weavers, Molly at the Weavers Guild doing her, she was so into that loom. And then was
I know,
so
and there
excited
would be a big
afterwards.
floor loom too. So
Yeah.
after you finished paying for the remodel, you can mortgage the house again and get the baby
Get a
a
loom.
loom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she had the best time. They had the best time. That was a good day.
It really was. They were very entertained. I mean, not fussy at all.
No,
Intrigued
they got
by
hungry.
everything.
We went through my whole snack stash.
Yeah, but they were very intrigued with
Yeah.
all the booths. I mean, they were really. I was just like, they're little
Well, it was really well set up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the flow was really good. It was easy to find things, and the only, like we said, the only thing would have been nice is like a bigger kind of lounge
a lounge type
type
area.
of area for people to kind of hang out and
Yeah.
knit. And,
Yeah, so maybe next time we'll have to, I don't know, we'll have to put it out there and have people come and meet us somewhere
Yeah.
so we can see everybody. Because, I mean, we saw Leola and I was like, oh.
Yeah, we got to see
Yeah,
Joe.
saw Joe.
Yeah, we saw Debbie.
Oh,
It was
Debbie.
good.
Oh, I did forget one thing. Oh, okay, wait. Talk to the people.
I'm still working on my sweater. I should probably measure it. I don't even know how long this is supposed to be.
I don't even know.
Don't forget you got your microphone on.
I
so
won't
people
say
can
anything
hear.
bad.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm thinking about it.
She's thinking about it. What are you thinking about?
Oh, I lost it. What did I do with it? I'm gonna take it in. I love it. Maybe it's upstairs. I'm gonna take a run upstairs. You gotta tell people about. I don't know.
Okay, so come to our Ravelry group, and the next thing we'll talk about is, we have to get I think we're in quarter 2. Maybe we should start working on our quarter 2 sweater.
Are we supposed to be making a sweater?
Girl, we're supposed to be making 4 sweaters this year, 1 per quarter.
Oh, really?
Girl, yeah.
Oh,
We do need to catch up. I'm counting Tulsa tea as my quarter 1 since I didn't finish anything for myself. Maybe I'll finish my wool and honey sweater for quarter 2. Then I can wear it when it gets warm or cold. Cold. We need sweaters for cold. But I've made quite a few little girl things. Like my girls wore their flax sweaters to the Fiber Festival, so that was cool. I didn't think it would be cool enough to wear them, and actually it worked out really nice. Both girls had one on. I wore my Tulsa with the strings out. Ooh, what'd you find?
I didn't buy it. It was my birthday gift from Debbie.
Oh, how fun!
Okay, it was a birthday gift from Debbie. She got it from Daisy Bags.
Oh, how cute.
They were there, and this is why she bought it. It's got a black cat.
Did she put that on there, Boo?
No,
did you?
it came with the boo on there. And so she saw it and she thought I had to have it because I call my little boy cat Boo. Tips and
Boo,
Booby,
yeah.
I call him Boo. Isn't that cute? Isn't that
Well,
cute?
he is Boo Kitty. Tips
Isn't that
and
just
Boo,
so
yeah.
cute?
Yes. I love
Yeah,
it. That's
I
so
just-
sweet. Okay, this
I
should
thought
be
that
Knitting
was-
Mojo. Come on. Are we going to wind you some sock yarn today?
Why? I got plenty every time you
Is
come.
it wound?
Yes, that's all you do is wind up the sock yarn. And all I do is put it over there. I got cakes of it over there.
Look at the knitting room. We're going to go look at the
You need to
knitting
look at that.
room. I have this on the right way. Oh, dude, there's my short row. Okay, I need to put a tag in this.
What?
So I know it's front and back.
Oh,
Because this has short row shaping. You know.
okay. And so you put it on the wrong.
I put it on the right way, but I'm just looking at myself with this neckline. I like this neckline. The little, but it's fine.
I heard somebody say, I forget what they said they do. If you don't want to put a tag in, I think they take and just stitch different color or something in the back
In the
to
back.
remember.
That would be the way to go.
Yeah. So
And
there.
I have my little tabs, my little leather
Oh, yeah,
tabs.
you could do that.
That's what I'll do, or maybe just put it on the bottom on the side, so I know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, look at that. Where my weaving my ends.
Though when you deal
They
with,
just poke out like that.
you know that they poke out.
What's
How's
that?
your blanket holding up?
Which one?
The one where Molly's, where all the ends popped out on me.
Well, you
And I sat
stitched them
there
all
and
down.
stitched them all down.
Oh yeah, they're fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
but I kept taking that blanket and putting it back in to the dryer, tumbling it,
to stick
and
them out.
then some more will pop out, and I stitched it.
Oh, I know.
I was like, I'm gonna get all these ends stitched down, and I thought, she's gonna be like a grown woman. I'm still gonna be
Stitching
noticing the end that popped out and stitching it down.
No, it worked out. Was that some?
So how depressing! Joanne's is gone.
I know.
Now wait, I wasn't a big Joanne's person, but I like to have the option.
So the thing I liked for Joann's was their buttons.
Yes.
Their button
I did like the
selection
buttons.
was exceptional. Okay, so here's my new beef. I went to Michael's to find buttons for that little boy
don't have-
baby sweater. They don't have.
They don't have buttons.
I had
They
to
have the
buy.
buttons in a jar that are all
Here's
not
what I
right.
bought. I wish I could. I'm gonna show you because I brought it. Had to buy this whole thing of buttons, and I dug out the 4 little bear buttons to put on there. There's one still in there. The little bear button.
But what was that?
But this was like $8 or $9, which is fine because I have all these buttons now. But like,
Is somebody gonna put that in a bag? That they
I
don't come
will.
out?
I will.
But you know, it's like, remember, Tammy had to buy a big bag of buttons, I think, on Amazon, and that's the reason why we all got 1 million buttons now.
Yeah.
She was like,
Well, I got that.
somebody please use
Yeah.
some of these buttons.
I have and that's the thing. That was the annoying part. Like I couldn't find the size.
Joann's did have a
The
variety
buttons,
of buttons.
And then I'm like, well, where else could I go? And like I went to Jackman's before to look for buttons, and the selection was not that good. And then like I feel like Notorious had a decent, weaving department. Myers House had a pretty good button selection.
I
But I
think
haven't seen
you'd have to
that.
go to the bead place.
You
I think
think?
the bead place, because they have buttons, and then, if I'm not mistaken, I think they bought out Myers House
Did they?
button, because it seems like they took that button collection. And then you also, I was over at the bead place one time, and I spent like $60 in buttons.
Easily.
Because they had a trunk show of buttons one time. They had
Well,
a
and
lady
it's like-
with a trunk show of buttons.
Because that's why the last time I went to Joann's, I bought it like I got it for a discount, but I had at least $100 worth of buttons.
But I love having buttons.
Because I needed them for like if you're knitting baby sweaters, I need 3 or 4 for this pattern. I need 4 for the wee envelope pattern, and then like if they were closing, so I just grabbed whatever I thought I would be knitting in the next couple of 6 months to a year. But also like I don't like buying buttons online because
You don't know.
I
until
don't
you
have
get
a
it.
good
Which
idea
I
of
hear
size.
everybody complaining about with fabric. They're like, you can't really buy fabric online. You need to feel it, you know?
Feel it and like see the colors in real life. Like I think that's the hard thing about buying yarn online too. But like once you buy it or if you know and it comes in, it's fine, right? But I don't know. There's something to be said for a physical spot you can go.
I guess I
to buy
just
what you
don't
want.
understand. I don't understand the challenges that Joanne faced and why they couldn't stay open. They always seem to have plenty of people in the parking lot. I was like, well, there's always cars on this parking lot.
Well, I'm sure someone at the top wasn't handling their business the appropriate way, is my guesstimate. Anybody out there know the tea?
Come on, spill the tea.
Yep.
Tell us what really happened.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're gone.
Yeah.
But I'm depressed over it. But you know, I did like to go in like they used to have beads. You know, I like to make stitch markers, and they
Beads
would
and
have good
buttons
beads.
and even fabric. Like I don't buy a ton of fabric, but like,
I did buy the wool there
yep.
for the trees that I want to make.
Well, but whenever I was teaching, I would buy fabric to put on my bulletin boards because it doesn't fade.
Oh,
Whereas like
okay.
paper, like if you put up fabric on bulletin boards,
The paper fades.
the paper fades and it holds up better. Like you don't see your
pin marks.
pin marks, yeah. So I would bulletin board my stuff in fabric, and you could use that for several years. And like, I liked
Well.
that, so I would go in there and buy. Like that's where this fabric came from.
Rest in peace,
This one?
Joanne's.
This fabric was bulletin boards. This and this. Remember?
Yes.
And I had to cut my. I didn't bring it. My big red and black checks.
With that
Yeah.
good zipper tab.
Yeah, I did like a woodland.
I don't know why I just like that fabric.
It's cute. It's got flowers and squirrels and rabbits and deer. I wish I could tell you why I bought it too.
I don't know, but let me tell you. Little Bambi last night was over here in munching on the neighbor's yard, the house that's vacant. And I just looked and I was like, I bet that's little Bambi that ate all my sweet potato vine. Although I'm sure little Bambi that ate my sweet potato vine last year is probably grown up by now. But I was like, look at them, they're in the front yard, okay?
They're not playing. I come in to get their snacks. Well, deer eat hosta. Like that's the thing. Somebody was saying they can't plant them because they just end up feeding the deers.
Well, that's what I think this deer was last year. They ate my sweet potato vine, and then they munched on a couple other flowers, and I was like, and they yanked it out.
Well,
And so I put it back in there, and then they came back a couple of weeks later, like, oh yeah,
let me have another snack. Yeah. Well, ours is bunnies. The bunnies they got into the asters, and then they got into something else. Jordan had to put something around. But our hostas, I think I started with 4. We were up to 6 at one point. We're down to 1 now.
Are they eating them?
Some of them didn't come back. I think they were in like a spot they got scorched. I love that you're just stroking your friend like a kitty. No, our house is, so we have one that survived, but.
Well, so I didn't even see sweet potato vine this year. I wanted to do it, but I didn't see it, but I don't like what's in my pots now. So next year I'm going to order my sweet potato vine, and I'll just have to.
Well, you have that cute willow, though.
Oh, I know. I just cut him back. He was getting real big. I was like, I don't want him big. I want him just to have a little afro. And he had like big sprouts. And I think my friend bought one, and she wants hers to have big sprouts because she said that's the way it's supposed to. Yeah. It's supposed to weep over. Yeah. And I was like, no. So I cut him back because I want him to go ahead and make a bushy afro like it was when I bought him.
You're so petty.
I know. It's a process.
It is.
But hey, so we're past planting season.
Okay, but quarter 2, you gonna start a sweater?
I'm gonna start a sweater.
Which one?
I don't know. Which one are you knitting next? Another Tolsta?
The Thea Tank. Let me show you. Thea Top by Suzanne Miller, maybe?
I think maybe I should do a tank, or maybe I should do what is it? Leslie Friend?
Oh, the vest? Yeah, you should. Because you were excited about that.
I really do. I really like that.
I think you should.
And I think if I do it right,
I'm going to knit the Thea Top.
Yeah, that's not going to look... Is that going to look good over a t-shirt?
Oh, I'm not wearing it over a t-shirt.
Well, right. I don't want to show all of that.
Oh. I am. Girl.
You just letting it all hang out.
I'm not getting any younger, and I'm not getting any smaller. So, I'm going to knit it, and I'm going to wear it. I think it's cute. I've seen it on several people on TikTok. It looks good. And the other thing she did was the Sabai top people are making. I don't want to knit that, though, because that's boat neck, and that's not my jam. Boat necks don't do it for me.
No. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Boat neck, I don't know. Sometimes boat necks can make you look like a football player, or the accent. I don't know. It depends.
Because it's so high and like where things land on me, it makes my chest look really big.
Yeah, okay.
It's not, I prefer a V-neck for me. I'll wear whatever this is, crew neck, but
Yeah, I think I may do. Maybe I'll do the Hello Friend.
I think you should.
Because I think I can get away with the Hello Friend over a T-shirt, over
And
a white T-shirt.
I think that's worsted weight.
Is it?
I think
Okay.
so. That'll go fast-ish. It'll hit the
Do
same
I,
notes.
do I have worsted weight?
Yes, you do. Or just do 2 strands of DK. I'll get you worsted.
Then I won't even be able to wear it. I want to do something in cotton. Maybe I'll
Do it in cotton.
I might do it in cotton.
Do it in cotton.
I think I might have some stray random cotton up there.
Well, what's that? Remember that
I was
shiny
trying to-
stuff you were going to make a little top out of? That shiny stuff.
I don't even know.
It's not, it's like cotton rayon.
See, we need to take a. Okay,
We're
we're
gonna
going
go
to stop
upstairs and look.
rambling, and we're going to take a look upstairs.
Thanks for
because
sticking
we
with
got,
us.
We got stuff going on.
Yeah.
We need to figure some things out. My yarn room's a mess. We need to get it organized, and then maybe we'll show it after we get it
Yeah.
organized.
Well, we'll be back in a couple of 3 weeks.
Okay, so you all, hey, go dive into your stash. See how deep you can
Yes,
dive,
and start
and
something.
tell us how old it is.
Yeah.
And so we can
You know,
pull.
we'll do a pattern. We'll do a Ravelry pattern of your choice next
Yeah.
week or next time we record. So right now, tentatively 3 weeks. We said that last time, and it's
Yeah,
been
so
longer.
go dive, and we're going to be very interested in post. Let us see what did you find when you went diving into your stash, because sometimes you get into it and it's like, who bought that? Where did that come from?
And then you get sucked down the Ravelry rabbit hole. Like you'll go look up that yarn and then look up what people have made with it, and you're like, "Ooh, I could make that. Ooh, I don't have enough of that. What if I hold it with this? What if I do?" I will lose hours.
you do
I
it.
lose hours.
But you're good with the Ravelry.
I love Ravelry. It's such a good database. People
I know.
on TikTok hate on it because it's like the interface feels so old. But like I'm a
But you know what? It's good. Do you remember a while back? Do you remember one time Kathy was making her great niece a dress out of some? It was like a pink yarn, and she ran out, and it was deep stash. And she was like, "What am I going to do? I don't even think they make this." And she went out on Ravelry, and not only did somebody have the yarn when they sent it to her, it was the same dye lot that she had.
Well, it's funny because like I've done that with a couple people. People have gone through my stash that's on Ravelry and have sent me notes like, "Hey, are you willing to part with this?" And I'm like, yes, because of that same thing. Like if I'm in a place where I'm out of yarn on something that I would love to be able to finish, I want the good karma of like, if I ask somebody for it, they would be like, yeah, I'll give it to you. So I've sent like 3 or 4 different things to people who've asked, just because like it's usually, I haven't sold any yarn, but it's usually been like scraps, or like a half ball that I
That's
sent to
cool.
somebody. Yeah.
So I do like that. I do like. I don't. The only time I've ever done anything was somebody was making some Christmas trees, some yarn Christmas trees, which was hilarious, and they were cute. She was making these Christmas trees, and she wanted more green. And she was like, it's going to be a fortune to get a forest of green. And somebody said, well, if you just ask people, they'll send it to you.
Yeah.
And so I remember I went through and found all my green and put it
All
in
your
a bag.
scraps,
Right, and sent it
yeah.
to her. And she was like, oh, my. She had a forest of green.
Yeah. There was somebody, I sent somebody a hat once. Somebody had asked, like, she was collecting hats for her sister-in-law who had just been diagnosed with breast cancer and lost all her hair. And so I was like, yeah, I'll knit a hat. So I went in my stash and I knit a hat and sent it. And I was like, I mean, why not? You know, I'd rather, if I'm going to donate it. Yeah. Well, the other thing is, like, if I'm going to knit something and donate it, I would love to donate it or give it to someone who I know
It's
will
going
use
to
it.
love it and appreciate it.
So I'm like, I like Ravelry. I like
So do that.
Go on Ravelry.
Dig into your stash and let us know. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how deep everybody digs.
You're about to too.
I'm getting ready to go up there and dig now. Wait till you see this
Thank
situation.
you so much for sitting with us and joining us. And leave a comment. Tell us, I don't know.
See you next time.
Yeah. Tell us what.
Look at him.
If you don't want to go to the Ravelry group and tell us about your deep stash, you can put it in the comments below. We'll do 2 patterns. I'll
Okay.
do one from the comments and one from the Ravelry group.
Look at him.
Enter as many times as you wish.
He's so cute.
Bye. Bye, friends.